And as I've told, this is not just a Netflix one, this is a complete Netflix one. We have a dashboard also. So this is the dashboard which we are seeing. This I've created in the first session. So this is the fifth. This is actually I also lost the count. This is the fifth one, and this is the final one. So this is something which I created in the first one, and this is actually not connected right now. This is all static. The data is coming static. The data is not coming from the API endpoint, but I want the data to come from the API endpoint. So this is how the real apps work. So this we created in the previous video, previous streaming we did this. And what we did here is that now the data is coming from the API here. So front end to backend integration we did. Now what is left, the thing which is left, good evening, the thing which is left is that the dashboard. So this is the dashboard to the backend integration. So dashboard to, so what is in the dashboard? See, this is a real kind of, as I've told this, with this app, complete app, you can create a startup also. So what happens here means, when suppose some user login to our very own Netflix. So what happened, they will get the data, all the user data, all the new user they will get. Although I'm not going to create all of them, because then it will become a startup, and it is more than 1 to 2 years of thing. Let me create some of them which are already there. See, I think the users is already there, products is already there. So let's create those things, and the home. So let's create those things. Rest of them you create, and then create your own startup, mail, manage, analytics, all those things you can do. So this is the final thing which is done, and I'm not going to deploy it. That is your task, and I'm going to give some other task. So this is for some of my students also, both who are from my YouTube, and both who do my bootcamp also. So I will give some other task. I'm not going to do complete thing like a deployment is very easy. Deploy the backend in Heroku, go some check some YouTube video, deploy backend in YouTube, and front end in means anywhere you can deploy. Netlify you can deploy, Fire or Firebase you can deploy, anywhere you can deploy, Vercel you can deploy, anywhere. So what I have done right now, see, right now we have two React app. Dashboard also was built in React. In the first stream we built a dashboard also in React using style component and all. So this is also in React, and this is also in React. So there was the problem, React always starts on port 3000. So what I did Okay. So what I did, I created an dot in. So first thing is that this admin folder is a new thing. In the previous stream, you might have seen that I have these two folders, API and client. So I have added this admin folder from our first stream. First stream I have added this, and I've created this .env, and I have created the port here, port of 4000. And what else I have did in the package.json, I have added this proxy. I have added. So this is the proxy on which our backend server or the API run, and which is the API run. So this all have done, and now the data is actually, I have, as I have told, it is coming from the local only. It is not coming from is there is some, this it is coming from here, dummy data.js it is coming, but we want the data from the API endpoint to come. Okay, so we have done this. Now the first thing which we are going to do is to show the home page. So I will go here. Where is okay home.js, I'll go, and all the style component and all these things are there. So let us first add some of the things. Means we need axios, whether we have axios or not. We need axios, but whether we have axios or not? Let me just quickly see whether I have axios or not. No, I don't have Axios. I've installed it, but I don't have Axios. So let me do the Axios. So I have all these three apps running actually. See, this is running, means all these three are running. This is running client, this is running API, this is running your admin. So all three are running with npm start and all. So why I have to do? So I will come here, and I don't like this PowerShell I'll close, and cd admin I'll do, and in the admin only I'm doing now. Admin I'll do npm axios npm axios, because access, again we need the access to do the API call to the API endpoint and all. Okay, so that is done. Yeah, that is done quickly. So access and use, we are going to use a new kind of hook which is known as use memo hook. I'll tell why it is required to use memo hook. Okay, so this is there, and okay, so I'll come here, and here after this I'm going to have this a month array. So I am going to have month array, but that month array I needed at some other places, so it is very difficult to do that. So use memo is much better than the what we have var in JavaScript. It is much better than that. So if you want some data deep down, very deep down static data, then we use a use memo hook. So we are going to use a use memo hook here. So const months equal to use memo, like this, and so like this we have to do. And then I'm going to have this jan feb, all these things, jan feb march april may june, all these things I'm going to have. And then you have to pass this also. So it is somewhat like the your use effect, but it is like this, it works. Okay, const month I'm done, and then const I'm going to have a user stats, set user stats, which is an empty array like this. And I need one bearer token. So again I have to add my postman. And so postman, this I've told earlier also, we need postman because we have not yet integrated the bearer token. In this thing we are going to integrate that. So every time I have to come here and get the admin token. See, this is the admin token. So this all thing I have done in the node.js part. So body, so this is the real password here, and I look and I have to get this token. This is the latest one because we're using awesome JWT token, which is only valid for 5 days. Okay, so JWT token we are using. So I'll come here and then use. Okay, so now I need the use effect. Okay, so after this I will have the use effect like this. Use effect, and here it will change when the months are changed. So that's why I require it. At a lot of places I require, so that's why I use it. You'll soon see I will use it inside this use effect, and in that case even the var won't be var cannot be used. Okay, so again we are going to have a function like const get stats. I'm going to have an sync. I'm going to have like this, and like this I'm going to have. I always forgot to call this actually. So this is one of the way to have async await inside a use event. So I'll call it, or else I'll forget it, and then maybe I'll have try catch. It's always good to have this try catch wrapping the await. Always good. Okay, so it is not required, but it is always good. And today I was doing some project and I was getting this error, means if whatever it is, or only error I can get, error I can. Now I'll have this try. Okay, try I will have. And again, so let me do one thing. Let me come here, and I want to see some API endpoint actually. So routes I'll go. I have this users. So users I'll go, and this stats endpoint is there. Stats endpoint is there. I have to hit this stats endpoint, and that is with that slash users. One more thing I want to see. One sec. This admin package.json. I think I don't require this backslash because this backslash will already come. That is there. So users, actually what happens here, if I go to the index, I will have this see this slash API is the slash API users, then the slash stats is been done. Okay, slash API slash users and slash stat is been done. So let now it gives a very good stats. This thing stats, it will divide everything in a stat, and we will get month wise data with this. Okay, month wise data will get. And so try I will do here, and const res equal to await axios dot get and users stat. And so I have this header thing. So header thing, I have just did that day. We just did on, I think, Tuesday. Yeah, today is Thursday. We did on Tuesday in the client. Where did we did? Okay, let me do one thing. Let me search the BEARER. I don't want to write this again. I think, yeah, in the client we did this. Okay, so this bearer thing I have did. Okay, and this will come till here. I think, yeah, this will come till here. And axios.get, after this there is a comma is there, and then after this thing is there. Yeah, this is like this. And but I will take the new bearer. Actually, it is much better to take the new one, although that is also quite new, but it is better to take the. Okay, let me see if this one is working, because this is also, I took 3 days back, and the token is for 5 days. Okay, so that I have done. And now actually the data which will come, it is not sorted, so we have to sort the data, and we'll sort the data with the famous sort method. Okay, so we'll do that. Const stats list equal to res dot data dot sort a comma b a dot underscore id minus b dot underscore id. So underscore id is what we receive from the MongoDB. So everything is underscore id, and this is how we sort data. This is normal JavaScript function, nothing else. So sorting data is always through, means from, we have to do like this in JavaScript. Sort doesn't happens in a perfect way. Okay, so you can search that thing why we do it like this. Okay, so now also we cannot just directly put like set users stats like that. We cannot put, because okay, let me do one thing. Let me first see that whether it is coming or not. Console.log of stats list. Okay, console.log of stats list. Then we are going to do, save it. And yeah, this is the console. Where is console? Console. Who give console? So we have not yet changed the graph, but console. See, this is the data, and I'm getting the data perfectly actually. Okay, but the thing is that I am, see, I am not uh, getting, means like I'm getting an id and a total like this. Okay, id and a total like this I'm getting, well, from there. So now I have to get it further, means get the correct data. And for that, what I need to do, I need to actually change the data. So if I go to my, means my database, so I go to users. Okay, so anyways users will have all the users, but see this created at, so depending upon that it is coming. So for that okay, what I'm going to do here, so this stat list, I will map through it. Stats stat lists dot map item, and I'm mapping through each one of them, and then I'm doing this set this user stat, set this user stat based on the, I have to do this piv, because I'm going to change the data actually, piv, and dot piv I'm going to do, but it is not items, it is I'm changing it like name will be months. So months which we have taken, name will be months, and it is like item dot id whatever id is there, id minus 1 item dot id. Where are we? Item dot id minus, so this total is coming for month. Actually total is coming for month. This is a date, so total is coming for month. So month is item id minus 1. Item id means this. So whatever it is, it is according to that item id minus 1. And then it is not like this, and it is item dot total is also there. So this is also known as data massaging or changing the data. So total I'll do, and this value, it is not value, it will be new user. See, whatever I write here, I will tell one thing: new user is there. Then see, let me show now the, okay. So this is something, this the user stats which are changing according to that. So it's okay. User stats we are changing. Okay, so now the data will not come from user data, it is come from user stats. And this data key should match this thing, or else our chart will not work. So this is very important, the data key should match this thing. And let's see now, we are not getting any dummy data, so let me even close it, save it, and I'll go back. See, I'm getting two. Actually I have it will not come anyways. I have this data for this I have to do not here, this I have to do here. See, the problem is that I have data only for 2 months. See, it's like this, the data is like this. I have a three users in Jan. Okay, now it is coming, three users in Jan, 1 3, like this it is there. The data is like that because that I have changed from my database. Some of them I have pushed in previous Jan, some of them I put it like this. So data is now coming perfectly. Okay, data is coming perfectly previous Jan to this Jan, December, and all these things, it is coming like this. Okay, so data is coming perfectly from there we have, and I can change it further. So let me change it further actually. Why to show it like this weird kind of thing. So the thing is that it is coming because this created ad is like that. Okay, okay, so let me change the data a bit. Okay, I should have done it earlier. Created at by 22/106, 22/106, both of them are this January. 22/106, this 2000, 2001, maybe 11. Okay, okay, the data have changed. Okay, so it is okay, means now Jan, November, and December. It is okay. Think what December one user, December one user, December. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me not keep anything. It is thinking of the other thing. Okay, I will even not keep it like this. Means I will keep it at 2001 and maybe 09 8. This way we can update the data directly from here also. Database. So database, if you have access to database, you can do anything, as they always say. Okay, I've done this. Now maybe it's right. Okay, now I'm going till November only. So September, November, and December I've created, and it is going perfect. So this is how you can create hundreds of users and do it like this. And in real life scenario, whatever the user is created, it will show the real data like this. So that's why this stat is that much popular. New users and okay, so this is done. New user item not total. Okay, so that is done. Okay, so now what we need to do? We need to first we will show this right this all these widgets. These widgets will also get data from the real place. Okay, so we have to go here. Okay, components and sm widgets. I will go sm widget. I will go and first import this string use effect, use state, and axios. Okay, that I have done. And then again I am going to have something like that only the endpoint will be different. So I okay, so here I'll come and then I'll do const new users comma set new users equal to use state like this. And then I'll have this use and it will run as a component did not only the first time it will run. Okay, so that is done. And then I will have again then I will again have that function kind of a thing. Oh, it's better to copy it. Well, even if I have a function kind of thing, it's better to copy it. So I'll have this. So the function name definitely we should change. It is not a stat, it is get new users. Get new users. The API endpoint will also be different. It is like users. So users. It is like this, and we can have a query also here. We can have a query also. So it is like this. Users, and then like this. Yeah, I removed something. Okay. So then parameter new equal to true. So see the parameter new equal to true. If I give, I will get the last 5 users only. Parameter equal to new if I give. Okay, and then that is required here. Users new and token and all are okay. And I don't want this much code here. So it is only this that new users is res.data. Whatever the rest is coming res.data. Error is error, and then this is this. So this is done. Let us have some space here. Okay, so that is done. Now we'll come back here and now okay, now let me have this new users because now I don't want this new member and all. So new member and all we were getting from this dummy data, so I don't want this dummy data anymore. So instead of the dummy data I'll have this new users and new users dot map, new users dot map, and member dot actually it is underscore id because that is how it comes from a mongodb underscore id. And small widget image is not avatar and all. Image is actually if you want to see what is there, you can do one thing because we should have it outside actually. Console dot log of new users. So I will have, anyways I'm going to put it. So member dot it is profile pic, profile pic and all. It is member dot username is okay, member dot username is okay, but I think member dot one sec, member dot occupation is okay, member dot occupation is not there because I don't have any member dot occupation. So let me close it. And profile pic, I will take a dummy profile pic also. Maybe from the backend I'm not getting a profile pic. If I'm not getting a profile pic, my app will broke. So break, not broke, break. Okay, so member dot username and all. So that is done. Now let me come back and see. Actually, this member name is actually coming from the backend, Hriday Shikha and all. So inspect I'll do, console I'll go, and SM widget it is coming here, and username and all are there. See, that I was thinking there is no profile pic here. Sorry for that. No profile pic. No profile pic. No profile pic. No profile pic. So what I will do? Let me add the profile pic. Why not add some profile pic? And from where I will add the profile pic? See this new member row from dummy data is there. So let me go here. We're not using it this anymore. So why not add the profile pic? So these are all profile pic. So and let me add all those profile pic. Again, we are going to go to the backend. So backend means here. See, there is no profile. I don't like it like this. Means why to take it random? The first name is PWD. So it's a male name. So main name, main. Do I have? Yeah, I have this Robin Hood. Wait, this is also a male. Wait, female. So all I have got from this random user.me. There is this random user.me. From here you can also get update and I'll update this. So if I'm updating, everything should be updated, or else it doesn't looks good. Update. So all of them are updated. Evening. Now let me refresh it. See, now the images are been done because I am getting the images right now. So this is how we can change. I am getting the image, and this is how simple it is. Okay, so I am getting these images. So this is also done, and all these names and all are coming from the database. Okay, so this is done. Now our the other thing which we need to do is the let's go to the site. Let this be open. I'm not using this anymore, so let me remove it, save it, and we need to do one thing. I have to go to the sidebar, and sidebar I have to I don't have the products because as I've told, this you can use in anything. Okay, so in the products I don't have products, I have movies because we are doing a Netflix pack and Netflix back and Netflix dashboard, whatever you say. Movies, I can change this thing also, background thing, but it is okay to not to change it anyways. Not many users look at there. So movies I'll do. So if a movies I do, so this is shown as movies, so that is much more better. Okay, so that is done. That is done. And now what we are going to do, now we are going to have context API in our project. A lot of people were asking me, you should use context API because nowadays people like context API more than Redux, and in a lot of cases it can replace a lot of things. So we use a context API now in our project, and the code is mostly similar to Redux. A lot of time I feel, and but it is much more easier also than your Redux code. Although Redux code have also become very much easier nowadays, and it depends upon your company, or if you are doing your own project, what they are going to use. So for context API, what I'm going to have inside this SRC in the admin, I'm going to have a context here, and then here I'll have a context, and inside that I will have a auth context. I'll have auth context, and inside this I will have uh, four files. Okay, four files I will have. One is the inside this I'll have one is API calls, one will be auth actions. So what we are going doing now is auth actions. One will be, and you'll see that it is quite similar to what we have in Redux. Okay, so auth context, but it is much more easier. We don't have a lot of boilerplate code like stores and all those things we don't have. And this is the real use of context API. In my courses I show a very simple example, but this is the real use. Okay, so that's why after my course you have to do these projects also, then only everything will be okay for you. Okay, so all these things I'll have now. Let us start, and again you'll see a lot of Redux type of pattern with it. So auth actions, I will have the auth actions here. So again it is something like action creators only. So export const login start equal to, and type is login start, but let me directly have it like this string. It's always good to have a string, and we're not going to create some another type file or something. Okay, export const login success equal to a user it will get, and then it will get a type of login success, and a payload will also be there. Payload will be user, and then export const login failure equal to like this, and then type is login failure I'll have. So this is my auth action. So now I'll have the auth reducer, and you see that it is quite similar to a Redux reducer, but then this is how we use with it with the auth. Okay, so const means context auth reducer equal to state comma action, like this I'll have, and then switch action types, and case is logging start. So first case is logging start, so all those cases which we are going to have. Then I will have the return, and return I will have actually three things. One is the user will be, one user thing will be there, user null, and then there will be is fetching is true comma error is not null, error I will pass it as false. So when the logging start will be done, so this will be there, and yeah, so this will end here, and then the case of login success will be there, and login success case we are getting a payload here. Okay, so user will be action dot payload, and is fetching will be false, and error will also be false. Okay, so that is like that, and we will have a login failure now. Yes, login failure, and in this the user will be null, is fetching will be false, and error will be true. Okay, so this is done, and this default is return dot state dot state will be there in the return. Okay, so that is done, and then we'll have export default auth reducer. I'll have, so we have to export it. So export the default of the auth reducer. Okay, that we have. Now this auth context we have to do. So this is where the context API comes into picture, and this is a bit different than we have this your Redux and all. Okay, we have the Redux and all. So Redux have a lot of boilerplate after this. Okay, so first thing is that import auth reducer from auth reducer I will have, and then I will have import create context comma use reducer. So generally when you do, we have something known as use reducer, which is quite similar to our Redux. So use reducer we generally use with the context. Okay, use reducer from React. I'm going to do these two things. These two are the hooks which you are going to use. And then again, so this is something like the we'll have the state something like here const initial state equal to user null, and then is fetching is false and error is false. Okay, error is false. Then we have to do export const auth context equal to create context, and the initial state I have to do. So now how to add the context here? Okay, so export const auth context provider or context provider equal to, I'll do the children and like this const state comma dispatch equal to use reducer auth reducer and initial state I have to do, and then I will return it, and we are going to introduce it in the index.js because we have to introduce it in the central position. We have to introduce this context there, index.js or app.js anyway. So this is what in the provider we have to introduce there. Okay, so after this I'll do return auth context dot provider I have to do, and one sec, here I have to pass the children, and after this the auth context dot provider will end. But not only this thing value, I am just not passing the state like this. I have to pass the user and all these things I have to pass. Okay, so let me copy these things, and let me have it in a proper way. User is no, let me have this also here so it will look much better. Okay, user is your state dot user is fetching is state dot is fetching, and error is state dot error. So this all are done, and okay, so now this context is done. Do I have any error? No, I don't have any. So this context provider we have to use somewhere, and where to use? We have to use in a place where it can go everywhere. So when I was telling the context, then also I've told this thing. So here our root is app can also be considered as root, but before app also there is this index.js. So we will use it here. Okay, actually we will wrap the app with this. Okay, so auth context provider will have auth context provider will have this auth context provider. Actually this is the thing which are exporting, this is the thing which are taking auth context provider, and see I will have this app in the top. So what I'm basically doing here, auth context provider and an app. So here I'm passing the children prop. This children prop is whatever is passed inside it, and for this our case the children is the app. So this is how the children props also work. Okay, so this children prop is passing the app and all, so I don't have any issues I think. Okay, so now the last thing is that we have to come to the API call, and we have to do the API call now. So what we are doing here, the API call, we are having this central login API call we are doing, so that we can use it at different places. So this is the use of context API or even Redux. Generally, the login API call, we do it from a central one place and pass it to different components, so that we don't have to do it again and again. So that is the use of context also, that is the use of Redux also. So we do some central API calls from one central point and pass the data to different component, or else we have to do that in every component, and we're not doing the dry concept then. Okay, so this we'll do, and then we'll do import Axios from Axios. I'll do, and then import login failure, comma, login stack from auth actions. I'll do export const login equal to async user, comma, dispatch. It's like this, and then, so again we have to do this dispatch and all. Okay, and then here I will first dispatch logging start. So dispatch logging start, the moment I do this dispatch logging start, the type logging start will go here, and that same reducer thing will happen, and the user will be null is fetching is true. We can have a spinner here, the same thing which we have done on so many times. And then I am doing this to not users login, this is actually auth login, auth logging will be there, and then the it is user, and dispatch login success is rest of data is okay. But I want the admin only to be able to log into the dashboard, because the admin should only be able to log into the admin dashboard, not a normal user, not any normal user cannot log into the admin dashboard of the Netflix. Okay, rest dot data dot is admin. So we have this flag like is admin. If I show it, so we did it in the first class also, everything is admin is false, only for this twd is admin is true. So is admin I have done, and login rest of data, and here it is the login failure. So we have done that. Now think, I don't think we have any error. So we don't have any error. Let me close this thing, close this thing, understood this thing. Okay, so API call, so from where the API, let me have this API call, at least the API call open. So we are going to do the API call from the login page of our admin, but do we have a login page? Okay, we actually don't have a login page, so let us create a login page. We don't have a login page, so let us create a login.js, quickly login.js, rafce login.js I'll create, and here login.js I'll have, and then a lot of things I'm going to have here. Let me copy this imports. So imports use context and all, I'm going to have use state styled component, because I'm going to have some styles also here. And let me put those styles also first, and then this auth context, I'm getting this auth context, and I have some styles and all. So we are soon going to have those login section and the login form. So I have the styles. Anyways, you are going to get this code, margin, width, and all these things we have. So we are going to have a simple form, not that fancy, but we'll have going to have a simple form. Okay, so after this I'll come here, and I'll have this const email and set email, const password and set password, and const. So the use context loop is very useful. So I have told about it earlier also. It is one of the most powerful thing, because of this context has become so easy. And even in medium sized project, I am seeing that we are using context. Even in fact, in my company, we are building a product and we are using context, and we are not using Redux. And it's a very big product which we are working on. Is fetching and dispatch, and the use context is there, and then const handle login is there, and E is there, like so, and the login will be there. E dot prevent e.prevent default will have, and then we will directly pass it to this logging function. So this login function is there. So this login is there, so we are going to pass to this function directly here. So here we have to pass the email comma password we have to pass. Then I have to pass it, and the dispatch I have to pass. Dispatch I have to pass. Okay, now let me make here login section. I'll have, so this login section already have given for this style component. Login section I have, and then the login form I'm going to have login form on submit equal to handle login. I'll have, and let the login form complete. Login form, let it complete. Then let have a simple email and a pass email and that. So I will have the email wrapped in a div label. I will have label HTML for email, and email, and input input type email, and id equal to email, and on change equal to, okay, we should have a value also, I think. Value equal to main, and on change equal to, directly where I'll do change equal to, I can directly do, instead of writing a function, I'll directly do set email is e.target.value. I'll directly do, okay, like this. I'll have the password also. Password is password. So this password, 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 set set password, and have this set password, and then here I will have that button input type submit. That's why I have this on submit and handle login here, and class name equal to btn. Class name is btn, type is submit, and value equal to login, and I can do a disabled here, disabled here when it is fetching. Its fetching is there. It's fetching because we are going to have this is fetching also here when we submit it, so I cannot submit it again. So its fetching is there. I think everything is okay. Okay, because we have this, it's fetching also in that. So okay, so that is done. That is done. And then do I have any error? No, I don't have any error. But this thing I have to put it somewhere. Login. So login, I'll go to control E, app dot, a lot of app.js, but I don't want to go. Let me go from here because 2 3 app.js will be there. So app.js for the admin only I need to go. So app.js, I'll go here. For that let me have it at the start. So I like it at the start. So first thing is that I will have a redirect. Redirect, I'll have redirect. And then, so this is how we consume the context. So we have seen how to provide the context. Now we'll see how to consume the context. So const user equal to use context, and I will have auth context, but I need to have this auth context also there. Is it showing me? Yeah, it is showing me auth context. Yeah, auth context, it is taking it correctly. Okay, and I am getting the user out of it because I only need the user out of the auth context. Then I am going to do, see, I don't want to show the whole, I mean, definitely I don't want to show the dashboard to anyone. I just want to show the login and all. So even this navbar and all after this router, but where is the switch? Okay, okay, this navbar is there, and actually this switch should not be here. Switch should be first, the switch should be at the end. So let me take it a bit down here, because what is happening right now means I don't want to show anything means if the user is not long, because this is a very secret data. Okay, in the real app it's a very secret, so I have to have this switch here. Switch should be here. Okay, let me now control shift P, format selection, switch is here. And then after that, the switch, I have this route. Okay, route path equal to login, equal to login. Okay, equal to login is there, and then this route is like there, like this. And then I will have this, and then the user, if the user is there, so means either the user will be there, the user will only be there if you log in. Okay, then if the user is there, then I will redirect to slash login. So redirect to this thing and login, and then this is done. And then, okay, as I was telling, this all these things will be shown only if we have a user. Okay, so we'll do that, and this user is there, and is there, and like this I'll have, and inside this I will have a fragment also, because or else it will give me error. This fragment, this all, now this all navbar and this div because one navbar is there, one div is there, that's why it would have given me error. So this navbar and div, it will go inside this fragment, yeah, like this. So this is done. Save it. So everything is right. Now if I go back, where am I? It is giving me error in app.js. Use context is not defined, login is not defined. Use context, yeah, use context is an API. So if we use this, use context is, again, it's just coming from React, and login is a component. So login is also there. Save it. Now is it there? User is not defined. Auth, auth actions. but the user is defined. This is the user. 529 and this I'm doing. Okay, I got it actually. What it is coming. This logging success might be called from somewhere. The user is not defined. Yeah, one sec. I do this. What will happen? Okay, nothing is happening. Maybe I'm calling it in a wrong way. Let me check. User is null, 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 false, false, false. Okay. Auth reducer, initial state, use state, dispatch children is there. Then this reducer is there. Reducer is there. In that I have a state and action. It exported it. You exported it. Action data login user null, 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 null. Okay. So, but I'm calling it somewhere. So I think there is a problem. Okay. I'm calling it where? I'm calling it from the login actually. Calling it from the login. This login I'm calling it from it. Okay, so let's see, this API is there. Its user is there. Rest dot data is there. User dispatch, login start, and all these things are there. Why is it giving me this? Auth context auth action.js. This user is coming anyways. I don't know why it is giving the error. Now it is okay. What the hell was the error? Login success. Login success. User. I think. I don't know. I don't even know. Maybe the someone watching the video can guess. Okay. So now that is solved. Okay. So now that is solved. So that is solved. I will go to the slash login, because this is something which the admin should know. You have to go to the slash login. So this site is not for the other users, but see what happens. You cannot deploy a site locally. It will be inside some Netflix, maybe it inside somewhere. It have to be deployed, and it is all the sites have to be deployed. It is not like in the localhost 4000 your admin user will work, Netflix admin user will work. No, it is not like. They have to deploy it somewhere. So then they also keep some secrets, like it is not like something.com slash something, which the admin user only knows. So that it's a bit difficult, although it is way too much difficult to get to the admin dashboard. So let me log in through that twd, which is our admin. So this is our admin password and all. So I'll do this. What is this? 1234. 1 2 3 4 I'll do, and I'll do the login. See, the moment I log in, it is inside, because this all this AWT means all these things have been done. Now the moment I log in, I am in. Okay, but if I refresh it, it is gone. Again I have to come back here and log in, because I'm not saving the login anywhere. Again I have to do this TWT, and I am to get this 1 2 3 4, and I will do the login, and it is logged in. But the thing is that I have to do it again and again. So what I'm going to do, so there is a fix for it. So the fix is that what I'm going to do here, in the auth context I'll come, and here I'm going to introduce the local state here. So local state, it will be saved in the local state and then used from there. Okay, so I'll come to the user. I will make it as json dot parse or null, json dot parse local storage dot get item user or null. Fetching false, and that is done. And then here I will have the use effect I will have, then like this I'll have, and local storage dot set item user json dot stringify I have to do, and this use effect will be dependent on, so I'm setting it here, and it is like state dot user is there, state dot user is there, save it, and so if I come here, see, if I'm even if I'm refreshing it, that is there, because I've set it local storage dot get item, setting it first time and getting it, and setting it first time also, and if I'm updating also it is getting, and then getting it. So the user is set. We don't have to means do anything. So this local storage is actually an awesome thing. Inspect, and where is the storage? If I go, not a cookies, there is this local storage of every browser. I'll go see this. It is set here. My user is set here, including my GWT token and all. Okay, so that is set. So now what we are going to do, we are going to create a movie context. So again we are going to have this this movie context, so that we can call everything from a central location again. Okay, so for that close this, and here I'll come, and after this auth context, so here I will have this auth context. Like this auth context, I will have a new folder of movie context I'll have, and again the same files will be there, and the files will be API calls.js, movie actions.js, movie context.js, movie reducer.js. So all these things are there, and so again this API call, so let us start from here. So movie context I will start, and again a central location is there, export const get movies get movies start. Now you'll see a pattern here. The pattern will be like same, like this. Type is get movie start, export const get movies success equal to movies type is get movies success, and there will be a payload also. Payload will be movies. Oh, this time it won't give any error. Export const get movies failure equal to type is get movies failure. I'll have, so these two things I'll have. This all these things we have. Now it's time for the reducer. So reducer we will create const movie reducer equal to state comma action and switch action dot type and case let movie start, and here I'll have the return, and here I will have movies. A movies thing will be there, which will be an empty array, and then is fetching is true, and then error will be false, and then it will be here. Now the thing will be that movies success, and here also the return will be movies will be action not payload, and is fetching will be false, and error will be false. Yeah. Now the next thing will be get movies failure, and here the return the movies will be an empty array, is fetching will be true, and error will be is fetching will be false, and error will be true. So that is there, and now this will do, and then the default will be like the uh, return dot. Thank you. Thank you. Sure. Default return will be the state, and export default movie reducer. So this movie reducer I've done. So movie reducer. Okay, so this is done. Now we come to the movie context. Okay, and then we will import all those things, and all those things we have to do again the same thing. This pattern is almost same which we have done earlier. So but I want to type it again, because this kind of things you do or else means this is actually the pattern is almost same, means there is nothing different from the actual your auth context. There is nothing difference. Okay, nothing difference is there. So movie context is there. I do this. So see, the movie context is also almost similar. See, all movie reducer I'm doing create context and use a reducer initial state empty array is fetching, then error is there, and the movie context initial state I'm taking. Then the movie context provider I'm taking, children state same thing like this that we have taken, and then the value is like the same thing. Auth context it is exactly same like the auth context. Okay, and then I will save it. Do you have any error? No, I don't have any error. Generally, and then I will go to the API call. So this API call I'm going to do, and this API call will let me do it. So import Axios from Axios and import get movies failure, get movies start, get movies success from movies actions I am going to have, and then I will have export. So one same thing will have export const get movies. I'll have here get movies equal to async. So we are going to use all of those things here. This dispatch I will have, and then like this I will have first thing I will have to dispatch the get movies start. So dispatch the get movies start. I'm dispatching and try. I'm going to go to the movies endpoint slash movies endpoint. I'm going to go, and here in the movies endpoint, if I go, I don't want this API endpoint. I'll see API. Where is the API? And not client. I don't want the client. I want the API endpoint. Here I'll come, and the movies endpoint I'll go. See the movies endpoint. If I go to the even the this is the movies endpoint and all. So I need this verify. Verify means the JWT token. It is a JWT token because verify is a function which requires the JWT token here. Okay. So that is the it is the JWT token is required. So I cannot access this movies endpoint like this. I have to have that JWT token here. So for that, what I need to do, I need to use that same JWT token. But since we already have that JWT token stored in a local host, I can get it from there. Okay, I can get it from here. So movies, I will have this header and all. The sec. So here I'll have this. Okay. So I will have this header and token bearer plus this JSON dot. I am getting the access token from here. For the user, I am getting the access token, and rest of them is okay. Rest of them is okay. Okay, so that is done. Now, again the same thing I have to do. I have to go here to the index.js, and I have to have the movie context provider also done here. Movie context provider, movie context provider I will have. So all the time I have to wrap this. Okay, all the time I have to wrap this movie context provider. So it's not coming. So it is not coming. So let me do it, or else it will give me error. Movie context provider, movie context provider. Here it will be movie, not movie context provider. It will movie context, and this is so the folder is right or what? Yeah, folder is right, and it is movie context I have. So this I'll have index. Hopefully no error is there. So this is good. And yeah, movie context is the movie context only. The name is movie context, and movie context provider I'm exporting. So that is cool. Index I've done. Now where we are going to use it. So let me cross some of these things. User anyways we don't need. So we will in this the product list is there. So I will come here because the movies is actually the whole name is product list only, and we have not changed that product list and all. So I'll close this, and this product list we should have changed it to movie list, but it's okay. Product list actually it is this is this page. If I click it, this is the page we are going to change. This is all data is coming from our local dummy data, but now we are going to change it. Okay, so now we are going to change it the product list, but this is now movie list. We should have changed it. Okay, but it's okay. So now we are going to add first some of the things here. So I'm going to add this thing, use context and movie context and use effect and get movies we are going to add. And then in the product list I'm going to have here, come here. And one more thing, the handle delete is will be now used in a different way. So I will actually remove it, handle delete. And even the data, we are not getting the data now from product row, which is like a dummy data. We are not getting it from here, we're getting the real data. So let me have this const movies comma dispatch equal to use context and movie context I'm going to have. And so this is done. And then after this I will have this use effect like this, and here the dispatch will be there, and here I'll be calling the get movies, I'm having, and here I'll have to do the dispatch, get movies and dispatch I'll do in this. Okay, so that is done. Now the dispatch we have done in the use effect. So we have to change some of the columns here. So this will become the underscore id, because that is how we are getting it from the database. The field name will be movie, and this one will be capital movie. This one is actually shown, and params dot row dot image, params dot row dot, it is title, because this is how we are getting from the database. And then a lot of things we have to remove. Actually we don't have all these things, so first let me remove these things, all these things. Okay, these things I have removed. Okay, then we have gen genre, header is genre, width is maybe 120. So this is done. It is year 120, age limit 120, is series is series I have done, series I've done. Okay, so those things I have done. Then then we have to go here, and the rows is now not from data but from movies. It is coming because it is not a dummy data, it is coming from this movies which I am getting. And one more thing which we have to do here, we have to add one thing, because the get row id, now row has changed to underscore id. So underscore id, if you using something else, we have to give this thing underscore id equal to like this, and r is like r dot id. I don't have this twice, actually this is wrong, this only once, r dot id. And do I have an error? No, I don't have an error. Use state is, actually we have not using the use state anymore, so this I can remove. Dummy data we am not using anymore. Save it, and it is compiled successfully. And go back, and there is no rows, spec console network. I'm getting a forbidden error. Okay, control C. Actually sometime if you change these things, you have to do this so let it start. Actually I'll go to slash login again. Hope this will work. It is still compiling. It is compiled and it is logged in because I was already having that. Okay, I click on movies and it's still getting no data. I have to inspect it actually. Console. I'm getting it forbidden slash movies. Slash API slash movies. Okay, slash API slash movies is there. One thing I want to see. Home also is like users and I'm not getting any error here. Same origin I'm getting slash users true. Okay. Maybe I go to the storage. Local storage and go. And if I delete this, so which I should have created a logout. That is something delete all. If I do this, see what will happen. If I come back, I am not logged in. So again, I have to log in actually. Do the login. Now again, I have to do this twd and 1 2 3 4. I'll do and save it. Don't save it. So again, I am having this thing. Okay, the users and all this data are coming correctly, but and users data is coming correctly, authorization has been done correctly, authorization is also using a lot of jwt tokens and but this yeah now this movies is coming correctly. Now finally it is coming correctly. Maybe I have to delete it. Okay, so now see all this data I'm getting from your api endpoint only. All this walking dead and all these things are there in my api endpoint. So this all I'm getting and now it is quite cool. And list and all. Okay, okay, perfect. Now what do we need to do? We need to add the code to delete a movie from here only. So we are going to do that. So here I will go and movie action. Well, where we movie context, movie action. I am there. And so movie actions, I'll go and add those thing for the new thing for the delete. So delete we have to add again. Okay, delete we have to add again. And even the movie reducer I have to add. Okay, so movie action I'm there, movie action I'm there, and movie action. So I have to add for the delete here. So delete, I'm again going to have the delete for everything. So delete movie start, delete movie success, and delete movie failure. Exactly the same thing. Delete movie start, delete movie success, and delete movie failure. Exactly the same thing I'm going to have. Now I will go to the movie reducer. So now I have something new, something new for this delete. So those things are like delete. Yeah. So again, the same kind of a thing, but let me explain what is there. So okay, the this is not right actually. The formatting is not right. Oh, okay, so delete. What is delete? So delete when the delete movie start is there, just like the dot state I'm doing, and is fetching is true and error is true. So but the movies I'm doing state dot movies dot filter. So whatever movies is coming here, whatever movie I'm going to delete. So ID I'm passing the ID here, so that ID is coming. So based on that ID, I'm filtering it out. I'm filtering it out based on that ID. Okay, and the failure is like same. Okay, failure is like same. I'm filtering using the filters. That's why I told, I always tell the filter is so much important. Now we have to add it in the API call also. Okay, API call we have to add, but yeah, here we don't have to add it. Here we don't have to do it and do anything, because no, nothing we are doing here, but we have to do it in the API call. So API call we are going to do it, and API call, first thing is that we are going to have something exactly similar to this. So let me copy this, export get movies. So get movies is, now I will have the delete movie, because I'm deleting only one movie, not movies, but I'm getting the ID also here, ID comma dispatch, and it will be like all these things. Let me first have this, like delete, where am I? So just delete movie start, and have this delete movie start comma. So delete movie start will start, like delete movie start will start here, then the delete movie success, delete movie success will be after this, delete movie success, and this delete movie success will be here. Let me change that also, delete movie success, and the last thing is delete movie failure. Delete movie failure will be like here, delete movie failure, and the delete movie failure will be here, delete movie failure. Okay, so that is there, and delete movie start and slash movies, and I will have movies plus id. So I have a delete route also actually. So for that I'm going to have this, and again I need a header token and all these things, so get items and all, and delete movie success. I just need the id here. So delete movie success, I just need the id here. Id will come here, and this response, and I don't want this response yet, because we don't want the response or something like access.get. It will be delete. So delete is like put, get, and delete are also there. So delete is there, and all these things are like this on access token and all. Okay, okay, so this is how delete movie is done in slash movies and ids, and let me save it. Now we have to go back to the product list. Like product list I have to go, and here we were having this handle delete, but I have deleted it. So after this get movies, there will be comma delete movie. I will have API call a delete movie I have. Okay, delete movie I have, and then here in the handle delete I have this id is like delete movie id comma dispatch, and now I'll go here and link to, okay, so link to here. So this is the action thing, and this is where the delete happens. So here first thing is that it is underscore id. I have to do underscore id, and I have to pass some parameters to delete this movie. Okay, so it is not like this anymore. I'll delete it. We have to have this like this: path name, have plus parents dot row dot underscore id, and I'm passing a data also here. Movie is parents dot row. I'm passing this data also here. So this is done. Save it. Now in the, so this thing which we are passing to the product, so we have to go to the product, and here the product I will go, And when we pass the data like this in the link, we have to use something known as use location. So another hook is there. It this is another way to pass the data also. So const location equal to use location like this, and const movie equal to location dot movie. I get access to the movie here. Now I will what I'm going to do here. So see this action is actually for what I'm doing here. Action is actually for the edit I'm doing here. Okay, this is not the delete. This is for the edit and all. Okay, so I'll come here and let me see whether I'm getting some error. No, I'm not getting any error. So here I will come here and top info. Yeah, so this all this hard coded data I'm going to delete them and have the real data. Okay, so like this I will have like movie.img movie.title. This the product name is also movie.title. So alt is also always great to get a alt, so this is also there. And then let me have all these things. So okay, so this one is id. I'm showing movie dot underscore id. I will show this. After this one will be genre genre movie dot genre genre. Then year movie dot year. And I don't want another one. Control Z. This thing is more than enough. Okay, so this thing is more than enough. Or okay, so that is there. Or let me have something here, and I will have the limit I will have here, and this will be movie dot age limit I'll have. And then this all also I will change this all label and all. I don't want it from here, and I will change this also. Okay, so this all will be this all form. I don't want all these things like this. So this all form now will have something like this, a label of movie title, and then the input of all these things, year, genre, video, all these things I'll have. Okay, so I'm having a field for all of them. And then in src again I'll come, and src again I'll come here, and it will be having this movie dot img, and here alt is movie dot title. Rest is okay. Save it. I have an issue. Okay, use location is not defined. Definitely it is not defined. Use location I have to, it is coming from react auto, so that will come. Save, go back, it is coming. Okay, one more thing. Let me show this thing. Superman 2 is deleted or what? Nope, it is not getting deleted. Okay. On click is handle click. Is this going? Let me see other thing whether that is working or not. If I go to, okay, Superman 2 was deleted actually. The Superman 2 was deleted. No, not deleted. Let me see if the edit is working. It is also not working. This slash is not going. So where is that edit? Okay, so I think I missed something here, and that is this slash I have to do. Go back. Movies, I'll come. Edit. So edit is working fine. Edit is actually working fine. Okay, edit is working fine, and all these things are coming. All this data and all means I think I don't even need the sales performance or what. Why is this sales performance is showing here in the product? Can remove this. Where is this sales performance? Top left. And remove this. So I can remove this, and it is all showing correctly. Means Superman 2 and all those things, it is showing correctly, and all these things are showing correctly. And I'm let me fix that delete later on. But I'm not going to do this update thing and all. So you all can do this update thing. How can do it? I'll show how to do the create. So create, I'm coming. How to do the create? I will show that how to create a new movie. That is, so as I've told earlier, there will be a lot of assignments here. It is not like that it will not have any assignment. There will be a lot of assignments, and you have to do those assignments, okay, to make it a complete app, to add it to your portfolio. I could have done that update also, because update the data is coming, but you should do it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here, so again we have to do this, the we have to add, we have to create. So again we have to go to the movie action and the movie reducer and all. So movie action, I'll go, and here again the movie action, I'll have this create movie thing, create movie, I'll have save it, and then I will have this similar thing only, movie reducer. I'll have the all this again this movie reducer. I'll have after this, I'll have create. So this create movie start, create movie success, and create movie failure I'm having, and create movie success I'm just adding to the already available state movies. I'm already adding to it. Okay, so that I'm doing, and then I will have to do the API calls. So where is the API call? API call is like here, get movie, delete movie is having some issues. So I will go here and do the API call now. Yeah, so the API call needed to be done. Again, I'll have this create movies and all. So here I'm having this, and then the API call again the create movie. So again it will be exactly similar. I have to go to the API endpoint, create movie start. I'm to do and slash movies. I have to go movies endpoint, and I have to pass a movies. Again the local storage thing I'm using, and rest of data I'm using. Okay, so that is there, and let me save it. Create movie. Okay, create movie. I've saved it. Okay, then I have to go to this like this product list. There, this is coming, that create thing is coming from new product. So I have to go to this new product, and I have to first import some more things. Import some more thing. So this new product I have I'll go, and new product. I'll go and import some things. Okay, so that is there, new product. And here a lot of things will change here, because I'm not actually using this browse and all those things image. I'm not adding through the browse and all. To the local I'm not taking. For that you have to use some Firebase storage and all. I'm just giving the path there. That is much more easier to do. So here we have to change the styles a lot. So I will do that styles. So this all these containers and also this all these styles will go away, and we'll have some new styles we'll have. And the new styles we have here, then if we have new styles, this all it will also go. So instead of this all, so we will have this the list is okay, but rest of the thing will be a bit different here. Okay, the list is okay. But see, I have all the different product items for the new movie. I am taking it from there. So input box, like input box only, I am taking all of these things. Okay, like input box I'm taking. Okay, genre and all, everything I'm taking as an input box. And this is like this. I have on click also. So let me have this, save it. So just static and all, nothing different is there. And so some more things we have to do here. So again all these things will go, all these old things are going to go away, and we are going to have some new things. Okay, and those new things will be like a movie I'm going to have, which is having a use state, and then the dispatch and the movie context I'm dispatching. And handle change, what I've done the trick here, the taken as all of them as name, so I can do that in one go. So this is a very good trick, which with we can use the handle change, so we don't have to write 100 handle changes. So that we have done this trick, we have learned this trick a lot of times in my channel. Okay, handle submit and all. And then we have to do the create movie, we have to call this create movie. Create movie we have to call, save it. Now if I go here, see all of these things are like there. Okay, so what we are going to do, okay, okay, so that is there. So the moment of truth, and we have to add this thing. Okay, add this thing. So I don't want to get the data again from somewhere, so let me go to the movies and get the data from here only. So the thing is that if I would have added it from the local storage, I have to use the Firebase and all those things. So I don't want to complicate it right now. So all those things I don't want to do it right now, complicating things and all those things. So again the movies, I have to go to edit, I have to go to create, and then I have to put it here. Okay, so here let me get the one of the data from here. Images, image, title, image, title, image. What is title, image? Image, title. Okay, okay, let me get some of them from here only. Image, what is this image? What is this image? So image I'll put here, title image, maybe the thumbnail image also same. And I will write Batman versus Superman, latest is good. So this is, this time Spider-Man goes alone, 2022. Genre is action, duration is 1 hour, age limit is 1 hour, age limit is 13, is series no. And the trailer and all I will have it from here, trailer. And video and inspect network moment of truth. Oh, post. See post was success. Post was success actually. So if I what was the movie name? Batman versus Superman thing. Okay, so I go here. See, Batman versus Superman is coming. Batman, this one was there. So it is also done. So create is also done. So now means it is all done. So there are, okay, so that is all done. Means everything is done. Maybe the delete is not working. Okay, so let me tell what are the things which are remaining. What are the things which you have to do. So I have put the code for delete also. So this is for the students who are coming here and seeing all this thing. Delete I have done, but there is a bit of issue there. Bit of issue. I don't. You have to figure it out. So this is how real code works. So there is a bit of issue. It is not going, so that you have to fix. So all of these things are done, and then maybe you have to, means all of these things are done. So only that thing you have to do. First thing is that we have to do. Second task is that here if I come, where is the local host 3000 is your client. Local host, yeah, so this is there, 3000 is a client. So that is there, and home is there. Series if I go, so series will show like this, and movies I go, movies will show like, I don't know. This thing is weird. So movies don't show that movies. Okay, that is the latest one I think. And genre is there, and if I do action I should see the action movies only. If I do romantic I should do the romantic movies only. So that is the first task. Another task which is left from the client. So client, two three things are remaining. Dashboard is almost done, only the delete thing you have to fix, and this thing is there. So this thing, it should work like that. Okay, and there is one more thing which is remaining, which is one of the very important thing which is remaining, which is there. I don't have a login here. So you have to create a login here also. See, like this, I have a login here. So you have to create a login here also. Login and logout, both of the things. Yeah, actually, login page is already created, but you have to add the logic in the login page so that we can use that, and use the same logic as the context, auth context there, because anyway this is also React app, and that is also React app. So you have to use the same auth context there also. This auth context, same thing you have to use there also. And there is one more small thing which is remaining is there. So the logout button also there also you have to make, and here also you have to make. Here I don't have any logout I could have done, means logout, and because you might have seen that I was going here and deleting the user, so that thing you have to do. So you have to, means go here, and the storage you have to, in the local storage you have to delete the user when you are going to log out. So those things are remaining, so those things are there. And this is the something which is an assignment for all. And another thing is even, which is the deployment of this thing. So there are two React apps are there that you can deploy in Netlify, Vercel, anything. And the backend you have to deploy in see, this is already MongoDB, so Atlas, these don't have to deploy anywhere. But the Node.js code goes into Heroku. See some of my old tutorials and all, Mon stack, and see how to deploy it. So whoever does all these things, please do comment in the chat and all, or please do contact me on LinkedIn. I will be really happy to promote you, because if you do this, all these things together, you will be a super developer. You'll get a job anywhere. That is my guarantee, or I will give you a job. You complete this task, all this, or goes through all this thing, and go through all of this thing, and add these things, and add the dashboard and all. So this is one of the top project which I have created on my channel. This is again the 5.5 series, and hope you all liked it. And please do comment it. Again, the GitHub code I will be there. Hope you liked it all. And again, we have a call at 8:30 with JavaScript, and today we are going to do ES6. Hope you all attend it. And with this I will hand today's stream. Thank you all for